Good morning, Team Sonic. The COVID-19 pandemic has left many lasting impacts, including the deterioration of trust between institutions and society. This trust deficit has also manifested in instances of poor behaviour and aggression between customers and employees from many organisations throughout various industries, and in society generally, particularly in the customer service, hospitality and retail space. The literature is consistent in identifying the positive relationship between trust, personal connection and organisational effectiveness. This deterioration of the customer-business relationship is now subsequently negatively impacting the business performance of Sonic Supermarkets. The impact can be summarised in the following problem statement. Sonic Supermarkets employees have encountered aggressive behaviour directed at them from frustrated customers. Employees have reported instances of both verbal and even physical assault on numerous occasions. The cause of the frustration has been attributed to the limited availability of essential grocery items due to supply chain issues caused by the pandemic and instances of global unrest. Employees are expressing their dissatisfaction with the work environment. They are reporting stress and fatigue-related issues that are resulting in a higher rate of absenteeism and workers' compensation claims. Some are actively avoiding shifts and have begun taking personal leave. If this trust deficit is not adequately addressed, the continued deterioration of the customer-employee relationship will severely impact the profitability of Sonic Supermarkets. The potential cost to the business is significant in several ways. Disenfranchised employees will provide a poor customer experience, which will further infuriate customers and drive even more of them away, reducing market share. The workers' compensation claims will inhibit the business by increasing operating costs through insurance premiums and reducing human resource efficiency. The poorer employee experience will lead to an increased rate of attrition, with formerly loyal, experienced staff choosing to remove themselves from this stressful environment. The impact of losing these employees will further inflame the deterioration of the relationship with customers, in a self-fulfilling cycle. Sonic Supermarkets face an existential crisis unless they can arrest the decline in this key relationship and introduce innovative methods that reconnect the business with the community and positively differentiate the customer experience from that of the competition. The following proposal seeks to highlight specific ways that Sonic can rebuild the relationship with their customer base, creating stronger stakeholder connections, and pivot the business model from that of a product supplier to that of an experience facilitator. There are two key facets to the proposal: increasing connection and familiarity through workforce diversity, equity and inclusion initiatives, and strengthening community relationships through corporate social responsibility actions. Both elements combine to reset the relationship between employees and customers, bringing increased value to both Sonic and the communities in which they operate. Consider the example of Bilal, a typical customer from one of the local stores in Melbourne. Bilal is of Indian descent, with Melbourne being the home of the highest population of Indians in the country. He's a first-generation immigrant and works in the health sector. He's passionate about cricket. When he goes to the supermarket, however, there are no familiar faces. He doesn't recognise the store employees and they don't engage with him. Bilal's experience in store is purely transactional. There is no emotional connection to the business at all. If his desired grocery items are not available, he's quick to vent his frustration on the frontline staff. Now imagine if Bilal entered the store and found that he was dealing with employees that resembled those in his local community. He still struggles with English as a second language, so imagine that there was easily decipherable information regarding product availability for him to consume. Further, he recognises the store manager as a sponsor of the local cricket club. Do you imagine the likelihood of Bilal venting his frustrations on the staff at the checkout might be reduced? Do you imagine that Bilal might prefer to shop in a store such as this, rather than at a competitor? DEI and CSR initiatives have been empirically proven to increase stakeholder engagement, encouraging loyalty, and improving customer lifetime value. Sonic should seek to invest in the following areas. Implement a minimum quota for DEI picks in their recruitment strategy, aligning with local cultural demographic data. Introduce leader-led community engagement initiatives, volunteering, sponsorships, enabling resource contributions, such as paid time for employees to assist at local community events, and volunteer for sporting team administration. Specific targets for positive, direct employee customer engagements in store, and provide training for employees in how to interact positively with customers and how to handle grievances. Given the employment nature of the existing workforce, which is mostly casual, pivoting to a more diverse cohort is not cost prohibitive. There is obviously a cost associated with providing employees paid time to contribute to community causes. Although a controlled rollout of such a program that limits time and carefully selects worthy initiatives will focus the return on this investment. The implications for Sonic in maintaining the status quo are not positive. A continued loss of market share due to the poor customer experience, and an ongoing exit of valuable employees due to the toxic nature of the work environment. Alternatively, leveraging DEI and CSR initiatives together create an environment for increased loyalty from both customers and employees, and improved brand connection. This strategic shift is necessary to appropriately protect the business in the post-pandemic environment of distrust. Not only that, but it provides a platform for Sonic to grow their market share into the future by positively differentiating the in-store customer experience and gaining competitive advantage over their major competitors. Thank you.